Hello everyone, my name is Dee. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back if you have been here before. Today we are going to be doing a very quick current energy of your connection type of reading. Very quick because I am currently on vacation. So I'm on vacation right now. I will not be able to post at all next week. You can still book on my website, www.tarotreadingsbyd.com, for when I come back after April 4th. I also would like to add in that this is a general reading. So I'm going to do my disclaimer at the start. This is a general reading. I did not think that I would have to clarify that, but this is a general reading. And as always, please take what resonates and leave the rest. If it does not resonate with you, then it is not meant for you. So pile 1, we have rose quartz. Pile 2, we have snowflake obsidian. And pile 3, we have clear quartz. Hello, pile 1, my rose quartz pile. Let's get right into it. Let's see, what is the current energy of your connection with your person of interest? Okay, what is the current energy of the connection between you both? Let's take a look. Pile 1. So this can bring up your energy, their energy, the combination of both of your energies. We'll just see what comes out. If anything will come out. Let's see, pile 1. Okay, we have the moon. The moon immediately is going to indicate that something is hidden within this connection. The moon in general can represent a disconnect, let's say, from our intuition. It can be representative of lies and deception. It could be representative of secrets that are hidden, being kept right now, not being brought to the surface. So let's investigate what else, what exactly is the moon trying to represent here as far as the current energy of the connection. You know, oftentimes when it's coming up as, let's say, the current energy, it would indicate that one or both of you is keeping something from the other person. And we are keeping our romantic feelings to ourselves. So the current energy of the connection right now is that both of you have feelings for one another. Both of you perhaps want to move this connection forward or see this connection move forward, but neither one of you are really doing anything about it. The moon, failed to mention, is also representative of our fears, our anxieties, etc. So to me, between you and your person, neither one of you might have made a move yet, because both of you are perhaps anxious about it. You know, maybe we're anxious of getting rejected, etc. But there's romantic feelings that are being kept under wraps. And again, as always, I guess I'll say my disclaimer again. This is a general reading and take what resonates, leave the rest behind. We have the Temperance card jumping out next. Overall, there's very lovely feelings that the two of you have for one another. I'm going to try to get one last card. 9 of Pentacles, again, more lovely feelings. I can fit at least one more on screen. I want to more so see an outcome of some sort between these two. Okay, so for the time being, we've got, I just realized it's completely not on camera, we've got the 3 of Cups. So for the time being, it does seem as though this is going to remain a friendship. The feelings that the both of you have for one another seem to be being kept under wraps with the Moon card. The Knight of Cups to me, though, is immediately going to represent that there's feelings within this connection. The Temperance card would definitely indicate that there's feelings on both sides of this connection. So there's mutual romantic feelings that the two of you have that we're not exactly opening up about yet. Okay, to me, it just seems like this very common tale of somebody that we're friends with or acquaintances with. We have feelings for them, they have feelings for us, but neither one of us are really making that move yet, although we want to. And I feel like us ending with the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Cups, I wanted to be more so representative of an outcome to this situation, would represent that you and this person are going to continue to be friends to one another, at least for the time being into the near future. Okay, so over the course of the next couple weeks or months, and this could also be a situation that's been in existence for a little bit of time with that Nine of Pentacles. This could be a situation that's been kind of going on between you and this person, where there's feelings for one another. You're not exactly sure of how the person feels about you. You both want to and see something more for this connection, because we've got that Knight of Cups who wants to make that, or take that romantic gesture. They want to deepen the level of commitment. They want to ask you out, shoot their shot, make their move, etc. And the Temperance card, to me, is an indication that you perhaps, and they perhaps want to do that same exact thing. It's very, to me, this is kind of clear cut as, especially with the Temperance playing back and forth with her water cups. Both of you have feelings for one another. Both of you feel quite strongly about the other person, but neither one of you are quite opening up about it. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which to me would indicate both of you really value the time that you get to spend with one another. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles to me would indicate that both of you see the value, both of you see the opportunity in one another and in the connection or the opportunity that this connection has to move things along, to be romantic with one another, etc. I also feel like the Nine of Pentacles will speak to physical beauty as well as finding you to be a very beautiful person on the inside as well. So there's a lot of wonderful things happening here, but I do feel like for the time being, these feelings will remain hidden and the two of you will continue onward as friends. It doesn't always have to be that way, but it does seem like for right now, whatever fears and anxieties you or this person have when it comes to expressing your feelings is going to continue. Both of you, though, with that Temperance card are trying to bring that type of feeling or behavior into balance so that you can make your move. But I do feel like the way that you're operating in this connection right now and the way your person's operating in this connection right now is to continue to approach it via that friendship route that the Three of Cups will bring up. The last thing I want to leave you guys with is perhaps some zodiac signs that are being represented here. Could represent yours or their sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs. We've got Pisces and we have Sagittarius. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today, Pile 1, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, Pile 2, my Snowflake Obsidian pile. Let's get right into it. Let's see what is the current energy of the connection that you share with your person of interest. Let's see what is going on in your connection with this person. What is the current energy? Current energy should pick up on their energy, your energy, and some energies that are shared between the both of you. So let's get into it. Let's see, Pile 2. Oh, we've got the wheel. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we're not keeping all these cards. We've got Five of Cups, the Tower, the Six of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. To me, that would indicate that there might be some sort of redemption in store for this connection, but let's see what comes out. We've got the Ace of Swords, so there's some type of clarity, some type of communication incoming. The Four of Cups, this could mean after a period of no communication with one another. The Two of Swords, fighting ourselves or debating ourselves on whether or not we should communicate and whether or not we should accept communication, making a judgment call, making a decision about it. And then we have the Star. So I would say right now, based on those, what was it, 4 cards that jumped out? I don't remember all of them, but I know it was Five of Cups, the Tower, and then the Wheel of Fortune was the last card to jump out. Again, it's bringing a story of some type of redemption. I even feel like the Judgment card has redemption as being one of its meanings, but I could be wrong about that because I don't usually interpret it as that. But we have the Ace of Swords starting us off. When it comes to the current energy of this connection, to me, it really seems like the both of you are hopeful that something's going to come about within this connection again. So take that, again, as it resonates. It might not resonate with everybody, but it does seem as though there's clarity and communication incoming after a period of time of there being no contact. And whether you're the person that would be doing the contacting or receiving communication from this person, there's still this, I want to say with that Two of Swords, there's still you almost fighting yourself on whether you should respond or whether you should reach out. I feel like that's kind of where we're at right now with this connection, if that makes sense. I would say the current energy of it is really us debating whether or not we should reach out or whether or not we should respond, which could mean that you're either thinking about reaching out to your person or they're thinking about reaching out to you. And there's still going to be somewhat of a struggle as to how it is that we are going to respond to this person, because for some of us, it might have been a hot minute since we have heard from this person. Okay, we have the Judgment card, and the Judgment card indicates that there's been some sort of decision made. And I feel like when it comes to the both of you, one of the decisions perhaps that has been made about this connection is that we do want to heal the connection in whatever way. You know, whether that's healing the connection and getting it to the point where the two of us can be in the same room, whether that's healing the connection so that the two of us can co-parent, whether that's healing the connection so the two of us could be friends, whether that's healing the connection so that the two of us could move forward toward a romantic reconciliation. Okay, whatever the case might be between you and your person, it does seem as though a decision, perhaps subconsciously at this point or in your own minds at this point, has been made between the two of you that you do want to see some sort of healing, some sort of rectification, some sort of redemption even per se had within this connection. You do not like the way that things were left off when it comes to this connection. I hope that that at least makes sense, because I do feel like between that batch of cards that jumped out at the very start and the cards that we got to jump out one by one, there's overall this strong message of how I'm sorry, because I know the cards are not on screen, but it was 5 of Cups and the Tower. I can't remember the middle one, and then the Wheel of Fortune. And to me, even that told a story of, especially with the 5 of Cups and the Tower, it's like something has gone awry within this connection, something that would be worthy of needing clarity. Even the Tower in and of itself at times can represent a revelation of sorts or an epiphany of sorts. Ace of Swords to me is going to bring up things such as closure, it's going to bring up things such as clarity and things such as communication. And I feel like between the both of you, you are perhaps, of course, separately at this point, because the relationship or the connection might be no communication right now, low or no communication for the most part. It's like both of you have one another on your minds. And there is this battle of, do I reach out? Will they respond? And then, oh my effing God, they did reach out. Am I going to respond? I feel like that's kind of the, not drama, but I'm going to use the word drama. That's kind of the drama that's taking place within these first 3 cards. And when it comes to that Wheel of Fortune, that Wheel of Fortune's representing the, taking a chance again. It's representing the, reaching out and hoping for the best type of scenario again. The Wheel of Fortune, to me, it can indicate us putting our time, effort, and energy into something, or putting ourselves out there in some way, and really going for something, taking a chance, and maybe a chance that we wouldn't have taken before. And I feel like when it comes to this connection, there perhaps hasn't been someone taking that chance until either very recently or soon into the near future, because there's been this debate of should I or shouldn't I? And I feel like at this point in time, both of you have made this decision that regardless of what has occurred within this connection, regardless of how long it's been, etc., there's a need or a want to communicate to one another. And now with this decision that's been made per se to heal the connection in whatever way, the thing is I'm going to respond. I'm going to reach out. It becomes less of this inner battle of should I or shouldn't I, and it becomes where you're maybe at the point where you're saying to yourself, okay, if Joey reaches out to me, I'm going to respond, or like if I reach out to him, I have a feeling he's going to respond. And I do feel like whatever the case might be, whatever energy's coming out here today, the both of you are sort of on the same page when it comes to that. Like whether you're Joey or you're Jenny, you're going to reach out or you're going to respond. So I hope that makes sense. It just really, to me, is being highlighted here that the two of you have taken some time apart, but you've made the decision that ultimately at some point into the near future, you do want to reconcile things. I also feel like the Judgment card and the Star card have a message of reconciliation behind them. And as I said at the top of this, it doesn't have to be always a romantic reconciliation. It could be that the two of you have made the decision that you need to work together to heal this, or you need to work together to find closure, or you need to work together to co-parent, whatever the case might be. I did this for pile 1. I'm going to do the same thing for pile 2. With Judgment and the Star, the zodiac signs are really more so with the Star. It's going to bring up Aquarius. With the Ace of Swords, that's going to bring up air signs. So Aquarius, Aquarius again, Libra, and Gemini would be indicated here. Again, as always, take that as it resonates. It could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs for either you or your person. I really hope that makes sense. Thank you all so much, pile 2, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, pile 3, my clear quartz pile. Let's get right into it. Let's see what it is that is the current energy between you and your person of interest. Let's take a look at what the current energy is between you both. Okay, and with the current energy, it could pick up on your energy, their energy, the energy that exists between the both of you, etc. Let's take a gander. Pile 3, what is the current energy of this connection? Okay, we have the Lovers. Oh, how lovely to see. How lovely to start us off with. So the Lovers is going to represent, the Lovers and the Five of Wands. Very interesting. The Lovers is going to represent that there's a lot of love between the both of you. The Five of Wands can, of course, represent some type of conflict. And what are you that just flung across the table? We have the King of Wands. King of Wands I find kind of funny here because it could show that you and or your person might be a little hot-headed. Especially with, I'm not taking both of these cards, but I want to see what they are. That might be something that's affecting the connection. But it is something that the both of you can work through with that Chariot card. But let's see. Let's try to get one card at a time. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and Justice. I love this. To me, this is kind of all about compromise. All about compromise for some reason when it comes to the current energy of this connection. So we have the Lovers, which can indicate to me there are very strong feelings between the both of you. The Lovers can also be representative of a decision of sorts. But for me, I really do feel like it's bringing up that there's a lot of love or a lot of like. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest. You would know, obviously, if it's that the two of you are crushing on one another, if it's that the two of you are in a relationship and love one another. So take what resonates and leave the rest. But we have the Lovers here indicating that there's a lot of like or a lot of love within this connection itself. The Five of Wands would also indicate that there's been some conflict. There's been some arguments. There's perhaps been the butting of heads. And when we're looking at this connection, one of you is the King of Wands and one of you is the Queen of Pentacles. The King of Wands to me is going to represent, as I said, somebody that could be a little hot-headed, but the King of Wands, let's use the word passionate. Okay? One of you is much more passionate about certain things perhaps than the other person is, which again could indicate maybe like the hot-headedness. Maybe one of you is a lot more passionate. Maybe one of you has certain things that if you need to get off your chest, you're going to get them off your chest. And that other person is the Queen of Pentacles, whether that's you or them. And the Queen of Pentacles is, in my opinion, when it comes to the cards that jumped out here, she's just sort of chilling. You know, like she's chilling, she's understanding, she's compassionate. She will listen and hear what it is that you need to say. You know, and what I mean by that too is she's not waiting for her chance to respond. She's actually listening to what it is and the words that are coming out of your mouth or the words that are coming out of their mouth, take it whatever way that it resonates. With the Justice card, it's almost like there's an indication here of certain things need to be brought into balance here. I also feel like for some reason I'm getting, I don't know if it's because of the King and the Queen right next to each other, but I'm also getting that vibe of masculine and feminine energies that need to balance themselves out. And that would be within your person and within you. Like, let's say both of you could use a little bit more of that passion and both of you could use a little bit more of that understanding. I hope that that makes sense. As far as the current energy of the connection, we, again, start out with the lovers. There's a lot of love within this connection, but at times there might also be some conflict within it as well. And I feel like part of what's important here, or part of what's coming out as being the current energy, is that both of you need to give one another the opportunity to speak and to be passionate about what it is that you're passionate about. And both of you need to take the opportunity to listen and truly hear what your person is saying. Because that's going to be the way with that Justice card that things begin to get or become more so of a compromise. That's the way that things begin to get more balanced within this connection right now. I feel like overall, it's almost like when it comes to you and this person, part of what could perhaps be going on here is both of you have different wants and different needs. Both of you have different things that you desire, and both of you have different things that you would like to see come from this connection. And it's not even that neither one of you are giving that to the other person, but at times it seems as though there's a lack of truly hearing or truly listening to what it is that your person needs. And of course, it's the same thing on them. They have a very difficult time listening to what it is that you want and need from the connection. So there's a lot of love, there's a lot of chemistry and passion and attraction, and there's a lot of understanding and nurturing within this connection. But I do feel like if there's been conflict, one of the easiest things that you could do, at least at this point in time, is to directly communicate with this person, and for them to directly communicate with you so that the two of you can get more so on the same page, so that the two of you can hear, but also truly listen to what it is that the other person is asking for. Because this Five of Wands seems like a miscommunication to me. This Five of Wands seems like a conflict or an argument that didn't even really need to occur in the first place. But at times, there's, again, I just keep getting that same message. I'm not sure if it's going to make sense, as always, and I put my disclaimer at the top. If it does not resonate with you, it is not meant for you. But for me, when it comes to the current energy of the connection, it's almost as though this Five of Wands is representing a miscommunication, where if the two of you would have just truly listened to and tried to nurture and understand what the other person was so heated about, per se, the two of you would have already come to some sort of compromise about it. This thing would have already been resolved. There would have already be balance restored to the connection itself. But there's a lot of love here, and there's so much opportunity for growth, and there's so much opportunity for the two of you to bring this back into balance by really just directly communicating, openly and honestly communicating what it is that you want, need, deserve, and desire from this connection. Because the both of you clearly feel some type of way about one another. The both of you clearly have very strong, loving feelings for one another. And at this point in time, there's just a need to lessen whatever this conflict or miscommunication is between the both of you. And part of the way that you could do so is by really listening and sharing as well, I could say, with the other person. You know, there's a need perhaps here to be emotionally vulnerable, because you'll catch your person and they'll catch you. You know, like you can, in the sense of you can lean on them and they can lean on you. Okay, so I hope that that makes sense. Whatever the conflict is, I do feel like it can be resolved by the two of you just having an open and honest conversation with one another. And both of you also need to be open to, again, listening to the other person and what, again, their needs are, what your needs are, etc. And that's going to be what helps for the two of you to bring some justice, some balance, some compromise into this connection, so you can get away from this Five of Wands energy and just focus on the love. So thank you so much, Pile 3, for allowing me to read for you today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day.